Death is knocking at LA's door. Could Lucifer really be back? It sure feels like it. If you're a fan of the bold and the beautiful, things have taken a dark turn, and trust me, it's only getting juicier. I mean, Bradley Bell, the mastermind behind all this drama, just gave us a sneak peek, and it's killer, literally. Remember when Clint Howard's Tom Starr met his end? Or Paul Hollister, played by Hollis Hugh Chambers? Yeah, they're gone. And poor Steffy Forrester in a cage. Like, who saw that coming? But here's the kicker. You think that's it? No, honey. Bradley Bell sat down for a very interesting chat. And let's just say the tea is hot and spilling everywhere. Curious. Stay tuned. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you're always in the loop. You won't want to miss a single twist. All right, Bold and the beautiful fans, buckle up, because the spoilers are just kind of killer. But before we dive into what's coming next, let's take a moment to catch up on the chaos so far. Remember when poor Tom Starr turned up dead at Al Giardino? The guy was just sipping his energy drink, probably thinking about what drama was next in his life, and bam, that was it for him. It made me think, how often do we go through our day never suspecting it might be our last? I'm sure didn't. Then there's Paul Hollister, who thought playing detective would be a fun hobby. But if we've learned anything from this show, it's that no one is safe when they start snooping around. I mean, Paul must have missed the memo curiosity killed the cat, or in this case, the self-proclaimed detective. His fate was sealed, and suddenly we had 2 murders on our hands. And when people start dropping like flies on the Bold and the Beautiful, who's the first person we all think of? Yeah, Sheila Carter. It's like the woman's got a permanent suspect sign above her head. But this time it wasn't her. Shocking, right? Instead, we were introduced to a new face in town, Luna Nowaza. Now, if you were following the fan theories, some of you had a good laugh when people started calling Luna lunatic. Fitting, right? Turns out she's Sheila's mini-me and the one responsible for all the chaos. Can you believe it? So why did Luna do it? Tom, poor guy, lost his life because, get this, he fathered Luna. And Paul, while he was sniffing around a little too close to the truth, talk about fatal consequences for what seemed like harmless secrets. It's wild to think how fast things escalate in the show. One minute you're finding out family secrets, the next you're, well, gone. Now, if you thought the drama was done after Tom and Paul's deaths, think again. Luna wasn't finished yet. No, she set her sights on another target, none other than Steffy Forrester herself. I mean, talk about going after the big names. Steffy had caught Luna eyeing Bill, and in Luna's twisted world, anyone who crosses her or sees something they shouldn't, well, they don't last long. So Steffy became her next project. Luna wasted no time. She kidnapped Steffy and threw her in a cage because apparently that's just how things are done on the Bold and the Beautiful these days. Now, here's where it gets a little lighter behind the scenes. Lisa Yamada, who plays Luna, and Jacqueline Massini's Wood, who's been rocking the role of Steffy for years, actually had some fun with it. The 2 actresses jumped on the viral Apple dance trend, syncing their moves and giving us a much-needed break from the show's heavy drama. Honestly, it's moments like these that remind us why we enjoy following these soap stars off-screen too. Back to the action. Luna had Steffy locked up, plotting to kill her. Things were looking grim, but of course, this is Steffy Forrester we're talking about. She's been through too much to be taken down that easily. Just when things were about to take a dark turn, Finn swooped in at the last moment to save her. Phew. And if you think this is leading to yet another big storyline, you're absolutely right. But we'll save that for another day. Today, we're focusing on the bigger, darker picture. Is Lucifer really dancing through the streets of LA? Because Luna's reign of terror isn't over yet, and it seems like more lives are hanging in the balance. So, unlike what happens in soap, instead of stretching the truth for a very long time, Luna actually confessed to everything. I know, right? When was the last time you saw a soap character just own up to their crimes? Usually we're left with months of scheming and deception, but this time Luna spilled it all. She revealed why she killed Tom and Paul and why Steffy had to go. And it's all because she felt anyone who got too close to her secrets had to pay the price. Talk about twisted logic. So after all the drama went down with Luna Nowaza on the Bold and the Beautiful, it looks like Lisa Yamada, the actress behind the chaos, is enjoying some well-deserved downtime. Where better to unwind than Miami, right? If you've been following her on Instagram, you've probably seen the stunning pics she's been sharing, soaking up the sun in gorgeous bikinis and beach dresses. Talk about living the dream. But while Lisa's off living her best life, her bold and the beautiful co-stars haven't missed a chance to show her some love. Don Diamond, who briefly played her on Screen Dad, made sure to drop comments on almost all her posts. And that's not all. Naomi Matsuda, who plays her on screen Aunt Dr. Lai, gave her a special shout out on Instagram. Naomi posted a few adorable selfies with Lisa and captioned them with, "So much fun working with Lisa Yamada, an incredibly gifted actress here. Lisa's work is truly so natural and beyond. Looking forward to working with her again very soon. Lisa is a star to keep watching." She even threw in some hashtags like hashtag actors life and hashtag bolden the beautiful, making sure the world knows that Lisa is one to watch. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty awesome. Not only has Lisa won over the audience with her intense performance as Luna, but she's clearly built some great relationships with her on-screen family too. It's always cool to see when co-stars become close off screen, and it looks like Lisa has definitely made a lasting impression. Now that Lisa Yamada's character, Luna, has made her dramatic exit, we're all left wondering, what's next for the bold and the beautiful? Well, lucky for us, Brad Bell, the genius behind all the soap's jaw-dropping twists, recently sat down for an interview, and let's just say the drama is far from over. In his interview with Head Deadline, Bell touched on something that's been on every fan's mind. What's the deal with Sheila? Earlier this year, we thought she was gone for good after her dramatic death, but of course it didn't stick. Al explained that sometimes even the most iconic villains, like Sheila, need a break, a cooling off period, as he puts it. It gives the storyline room to breathe and keeps the audience on their toes. Sheila's surprise return with a twist was the perfect example of this. Move that had fans buzzing, but here's the thing, killing off characters isn't just about giving them a temporary exit. Belle admitted that while it's tough to say goodbye to a character with so much history, sometimes the story demands it. It's always scary and difficult to say goodbye, Belle revealed, but sometimes it's necessary to keep the story fresh and the drama alive. As heartbreaking as it might be for fans, those fatal exits are what keep us all hooked, waiting for the next shocking moment. And then came the kicker. Bell confessed that every year he makes a personal promise to himself, I'm going to kill more people. Yes, you heard that right. So if you thought the death streak was over, think again. Bell's commitment to upping the stakes means we're in for more jaw-dropping moments and quite possibly a few more heartbreaking goodbyes. The takeaway, no one is safe in the bold and the beautiful. Whether it's a beloved character or a devious villain, Bell is ready to push the boundaries of soap opera storytelling to keep us on the edge of our seats. So if you think the worst is behind us, buckle up because it sounds like the drama is just getting started. So with all this talk of death on the bold and the beautiful, I can't help but wonder, are we about to lose another beloved character? One shocking death that could be right around the corner is that of Taylor Hayes. Now, hold on, before you panic, let's dive into the speculations. Recently, the bold and the beautiful brought Taylor back with a fresh new face. Yep, the talented Rebecca Budig has stepped into the role, and while we're all thrilled to see her, it seems like her storyline might be taking a tragic turn. There's been a lot of speculation on various BB fan channels, and many are noticing something odd about Taylor's return. She looks, well, frail, right? Could this be a subtle hint that Taylor is actually sick? Some fans believe that the only reason Taylor has returned is to share some devastating news with Ridge, that she's seriously ill and may not have much time left. Now, I know it's just a theory, but there are definitely some clues sprinkled throughout the recent episodes, and here's an interesting tidbit. Ashley Jones, who plays Dr. Bridget Forrester, is set to return to the show later this month. As spoilers suggest that Bridget and Taylor will share some important scenes. So what are the odds that Taylor confides in Ridge about her health and Ridge, being Ridge, immediately sets her up with an appointment with Bridget? Could this lead to a major revelation about Taylor's condition? For those of you who've been keeping up with the show over the past few months, you might remember that Taylor suddenly disappeared from Steffy and Thomas's lives without much explanation. We missed her, but we didn't really get a clear reason for her departure. Behind the scenes, we know there were some contractual issues with Krista Allen, the previous actress who played Taylor, but on screen, Taylor's absence felt a bit mysterious, don't you think? Fast forward to now, and Taylor has returned, apologizing to Steffy for being away. But what if there's more to this than meets the eye? Could Taylor have been off somewhere undergoing experimental treatments for a serious illness? It's definitely possible. After all, this is the bold and the beautiful where twists and turns are the name of the game. Personally, I wouldn't be surprised if we're headed for a heartbreaking storyline. Taylor's health could be the next big plot point, and if that's the case, we're in for some emotional moments. Of course, this is just speculation, but all signs seem to be pointing in that direction. What do you think? Could Taylor really be dying, or is there another twist waiting for us? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you're as obsessed with soap opera drama as I am, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. I'll be back soon with more juicy updates, so stay tuned. This is your daily dose of soap opera news, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care.